Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Sleep Podcast. I am your host, and I am so happy you are here today. In this episode, we are going to talk about a very common and useful topic for everyone. Today, we will learn about the daily routine of a college student. This topic is perfect for learning English because it uses many action verbs. We will talk about waking up, going to class, studying, and meeting friends on campus. Let us imagine a student named Sarah. Sarah is 20 years old, and she goes to a large university in the city. Her day starts very early in the morning because she likes to be productive. The sun rises slowly. At 7 o'clock in the morning, her alarm clock rings loudly. Sarah wakes up and stretches her arms. She feels a little tired, but she is excited for the day. She gets out of her warm bed and opens the curtains. Next, she goes to the bathroom to brush her teeth and wash her face with cold water. This helps her wake up fully. After that, she goes to her closet to choose her clothes. She wants to be comfortable today. She puts on a pair of blue jeans and a bright red hoodie. She also puts on her favorite white sneakers. Students usually dress casually because they walk a lot. She grabs her black backpack and checks for her books. Now it is time for breakfast. Sarah goes to the kitchen. She makes a hot cup of coffee and toasts 2 slices of bread. She puts butter and jam on the toast. She eats quickly while checking her phone messages. At 8 o'clock, she leaves her apartment. She walks to the bus stop. The bus is usually crowded with other people going to work or school. She finds a seat and puts on her headphones to listen to some music. When she arrives at the university campus, she sees many other students. The campus is big and has many tall buildings. There are green trees and places to sit. Sarah walks to the lecture hall for her very first class. Her first class is English history. She sits in the front row so she can hear the professor clearly. She takes out her notebook and a yellow pen. The professor talks for 1 hour, and Sarah writes down many important notes. After the class finishes, she has a free hour. She decides to go to the university library. The library is very quiet and smells like old books. It is the perfect place to focus and do some difficult homework. She finds an empty table near a window. She opens her laptop and starts typing an essay. Students have to write many essays during the semester. She works hard for 45 minutes until she feels hungry for some lunch. Meeting friends is a big part of college life. Sarah sends a text message to her friend Emily. They decide to meet at the cafeteria. The cafeteria is a loud and busy place where students eat and talk together. Sarah buys a sandwich and a bottle of orange juice. She finds Emily at a table. They talk about their classes and their plans for the weekend. Speaking with friends is a good way to relax during a busy day. Lunch is over, and it is time for the afternoon classes. Sarah has a science lab now. She walks across the campus to the science building. She puts on a white coat and safety glasses. She is ready to learn. In the science lab, Sarah works with a partner. They do an experiment with different chemicals. It is very interesting, but also a little difficult. She has to be very careful and follow the instructions from the teacher exactly. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, her classes are finally finished for the day. She is tired, but she does not go home yet. She likes to exercise to stay healthy. She walks to the university gym to work out. She runs on the treadmill for 30 minutes. Exercise gives her more energy and helps to reduce stress. After her workout, she drinks a lot of water. She feels refreshed and ready to go back to her apartment. She takes the bus home again. The bus is less crowded in the afternoon. She looks out the window and watches the city go by. When she gets home, she takes a hot shower and changes into comfortable pajamas. Now it is evening time. Sarah goes to the kitchen to cook dinner. She is not a professional chef, so she makes something simple. She boils pasta and adds tomato sauce and cheese. It smells very delicious and warm. She eats her dinner while watching a funny show on her laptop. This is her time to relax and not think about school. After dinner, she washes her dishes and cleans the kitchen table. She likes a clean house. However, the day is not over yet. She still has to do a little bit of studying. She sits at her desk and opens her history book. She reads 2 chapters to prepare for the class tomorrow morning. She uses a highlighter to mark the important dates and names. Studying at night is quiet, but sometimes she feels sleepy. She makes a cup of tea to help her stay awake. She studies for about 1 hour more. At 9 o'clock, she closes her books. She packs her bag for the next day. She puts her laptop, her charger, and her notebooks inside. Being prepared at night makes the next morning much easier and less stressful. Before bed, she likes to call her parents. She tells them about her day and her classes. They talk for 20 minutes. Family is very important to her. After the call, she brushes her teeth one more time. She turns off the main lights and turns on a small lamp. She likes to read a fiction book for pleasure before sleeping. Reading in English is a great way to learn new words and improve your imagination. Finally, she feels very sleepy. Her eyes are heavy. She turns off the lamp and gets under her warm blanket. She sets her alarm for 7 o'clock again. She needs to get 8 hours of good sleep. College life is busy and tiring, but it is also very rewarding. Sarah learns new things every day and meets new people. She closes her eyes and falls asleep quickly. She is ready for another new day tomorrow. Thank you for listening to this story about a daily routine. I hope you learned some new vocabulary words today. Try to describe your own daily routine in English. It is great practice for your speaking and thinking skills. If you enjoyed this episode of the English Leap podcast, please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We upload new lessons every week. Have a wonderful day and keep learning English. Goodbye.